Well, good morning, community. Welcome to Stroke Journey Within podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Avila. Today is a podcast I really am going to enjoy. It's a phrase that I coined and I have a chapter in my book called Rise Today called the Stroke My Journey Within. But I'm going to show you what it'd be like if I didn't have to check this out. So here's a late intro I did using AI. Take a look.
Stroke. The Journey Within podcast was born out of my personal experience with stroke and a deep understanding of the physical, emotional, and spiritual challenges that follow. After surviving a stroke and a near-death experience, I realized that the journey to rebuilding my life after a stroke is more than just physical. It's an inner journey that transforms your entire being. I created this podcast to give voice to that transformation. It's a platform for stroke survivors, caregivers, and loved ones to explore the emotional and spiritual impacts of stroke. My goal is to provide hope, guidance, and a sense of community to those navigating their own journeys. Through stories, interviews, and reflections, Stroke. The Journey Within aims to empower others to look inward, discover their strength, and embrace the path of healing with courage and grace. This podcast is a space to explore not just survival, but how the stroke experience can bring out the resilience within each of us.
That'd be really great if I talked the way I'm going to be working on my speech and trying to talk a little slower. And hopefully you understand me easier, which would make my podcast better. But I really want you to know that I'm here to help you. I'm here to share my journey as a stroke survivor and a brain injuries survivor for the last 15 years. So I want you to know I'm here for you. I put my email down below if you ever want to contact me. You'll see that Take Your Money by the very bottom, and you see my email. So please feel free to email me if you want to get a hold of me. But I want to get into the reason I picked this topic. It's a phrase that I gotta use to understand my stroke. Because I saw something happen in my life called the ripple effect. I call it the ripple effect of stroke. You and I. So first of all, let me then ask a question. Put in comments where I watch from, either live or on the replay. Please put in comments. I want to know. Like, subscribe, and share this video for those that may be needing it. Share with your friends. So please put in comments where it's from. So today's topic I'm going to be doing is called the ripple effect of stroke. And the ripple effect of stroke. What do I mean by the ripple effect of stroke? I want you to really understand that I want to use a current analogy from real life. Take a pick of a rock, throw it in a lake. The rock makes a big splash in the very center. And then there's rings of ripples that begin to form. They are not the rock. They're a type of rock, but they are a ripple caused by the rock. And what I have found in my life, and I'm sure you have too, that the rock or the initial trauma is caused of stroke. And that is the initial stroke rock being thrown in the water, basically. When I first had my stroke, tell me what your experience has been in the chat. But when I first had my stroke, family and friends used to come over all the time, visit me. But slowly, the ripple effect of stroke They stopped visiting me. But in all reality, the ripple effect of strokes, as my wife was, is a type of ripple effect of stroke. She is a type of stroke survivor. My mom, my dad, they were a type of stroke survivor. God rest his soul, lost about 3 years ago. But the ripple effect is that I am the stroke survivor, sure. But the ripple effect is all the people my stroke affects and whose lives are affected, family and friends, are also a type of stroke survivor. You know, it's amazing that, yes, I had stroke. I'm the one that has all the deficits. I've been in wheelchair, I'm paralyzed, I could have a speech deficit. But in all reality, my wife is a type of stroke survivor. Your caregiver is a type of stroke survivor. Your spouse is a type of stroke survivor. Close family, friends, types of stroke survivors. Yep, they didn't have the stroke, but they were affected by your stroke. Big time. So, have you seen as people that have been affected by your stroke? Meaning that you had the stroke. But, you know, those people that are stroke impacts are a type of stroke survivor in my book, especially like close people like my wife. I think stroke naturally, this ripple occurs naturally with stroke survival. There's don't get around those people that are close to you. They will be affected and impacted by a stroke. My wife has been by my side the whole time. My family and friends, not so much. And I'm going to touch on that subject. Don't take it personal when you lose family and friends of your stroke. Why does it occur? I think that we as stroke survivors, in our capacity, we make people uncomfortable. We make people see that life is fragile. And that they look at this. I look the same, pretty much. A little more handsome. But I act completely different. That makes them uncomfortable. And so they are leaving. In fact, probably out of all the family and friends that had the big of stroke 15 years ago, only one person has remained by my side and never left. And that is my wife, Rebecca Avila. All my other family and friends are gone. But the only one that's remained true is Rebecca. Oh, we got Sherry Patterson. Hello, Sherry Patterson. Sherry Patterson is a stroke survivor from Niagara Falls on the East Coast. So welcome, Sherry. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I'm really trying to consciously slow my speech down so it's easier to understand. So if I begin to talk too fast during a podcast, please let me know. And I'll slow down again. But I want you to understand we, stroke survivors, are not the only stroke survivor around. We are the main person that has stroke, but our spouse, our caregiver, our family, our friends, all types of stroke survivors, they're impacted by our stroke. So don't take it personal. If they leave, I lost all my family and friends except the one that really loves me, and that's my wife, Rebecca, the only one that's there. And here's shout out to Sheriff Patterson's husband uh, for being with her and staying with her. Yeah, there was so many times I have seen stroke survivor, and then the spouse ends up leaving them because they no longer take what the stroke is. But the red blood factor stroke is just that. They are a type of stroke survivor. They have the ability to all walk away. We who suffer stroke don't. But I want to bring attention and raise awareness to the ripple effect of stroke. The caregivers, the spouses, the children. Those are all types of stroke survivors that have been affected by your stroke. And first, I want to say on their behalf, my behalf, thank you. Thank you for staying with us when you could have walked away and you did not. So thank you. But I want to raise awareness. There's a whole other aspect of stroke. And it's not just the stroke survivor who has a stroke. It's one that is affected, the son, the daughter, the husband, the wife. Those are what I mean by the ripple effect of stroke. And I want you to realize that they need as much encouragement, as much support as we do. So many times the ripple effect of stroke, we forget caregivers, our spouses, our children. They need counseling. They need counseling from people that understand stroke, how it impacts the entire family. Because the ripple effect keeps going. In fact, when you picture a big lake, throw a stone in the water, which is us as stroke survivors. Do you know that ripple, that current will go across the entire lake? And that's our lives. You know the side effect or ripple effect of our stroke will impact all the people around us, family, friends, spouses. And I think I just want to draw awareness that we are not the only stroke survivors. We are not the only stroke survivors. Sherry Patterson's husband's name is Bubba. My wife is Rebecca. They are a type of stroke survivor in my book. They have struggles, frustrations, don't like what happened to them. And we need to raise awareness, reach out and say, thank you, I love you, be grateful. One of the ways we can, as stroke survivors, can reach out and help the ripple effect of stroke is be grateful. To be grateful, we have those people in our lives that are by our side still. I know Sherry Patterson's very thankful for Bubba, her husband, hanging in there with her. I am very happy with my wife hanging there with me. I mean, yes, we had stroke, but their lives are turned upside down. Their lives are turned upside down, no doubt. So just be grateful for them. And make sure you go to your way to say thank you. Thank you for being there. Because without them, without spouses, we'd have no stroke. The ripple of stroke is wide. It affects so many people, doctors, nurses. They were all affected by stroke. Yep, they didn't have the stroke, but they are the ripple effect of stroke. Right down to our doctors, right down to nurses. Anyone that's chosen to make a career out of helping people, our people, stroke survivors, are all part of that ripple effect of stroke. With them, I want to say thank you to all the doctors, all the clinicians, all the people out there that are not stroke survivor, but they've dedicated their life to help people like me. Thank you. So I guess, it's a pretty simple podcast. I didn't want you to look at yourself only as a stroke survivor. Nobody really understands. Well, that's not true. Because those people that are caught up in the wave, or the ripple effect of stroke are a type of stroke survivor too. Bubba's a type of stroke survivor. Rebecca's a type of stroke survivor. I just want to make sure that we realize that we are not alone. That those people that are affected by the ripple effect of stroke also need support. As we go through this journey of stroke, we have an obligation. I'm not saying I've got this completely down by any means. We have an obligation as the stroke survivor to work on rebuilding our life of stroke and becoming as useful as we could be to our counterparts, to the other ripple effect of people. That we need to really work on a physical therapy. On the other hand, back, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I feel like I got stuck at denial. And denial is not a river in Egypt. Denial, I have been living in denial how bad my stroke is, what it's done to me and the people around me, and how stroke really messed me up physically. But I, in turn, have responsibility as stroke survivor to do my therapy every day, rub my left hand, get stronger physically, learn what neuroplasticity is, and I'll be doing more about neuroplasticity, the Kennedy method. The Kennedy method is a type of neuroplasticity training that I'm going to be introducing to you pretty quick. I started to, but I got buried. But I want to make sure that you know there is hope. That you, as a stroke survivor, can get better. You can. I'm not a big Stroke TV media. We are not a big proponent of the word recovery. I don't believe any stroke survivor actually recovers. But we are rebuilding. I believe that all stroke survivors around the world have the ability to rebuild their life after stroke. And rebuilding carries with it a sense of action. In order to rebuild a house, you need to tear walls out, hammer nails, and take action. Recovery really doesn't describe what's happening to us. We need to rebuild our lives. We need to rebuild our lives from the ground up, basically. Anybody that tells you whenever you might be back to normal, that's not true. You'll always be a stroke survivor. Once you've had a stroke, you'll always be a stroke survivor. But if we sit there and think that we're going to recover, like recover from cold or recover from a flu or a broken bone, it's not going to happen. Don't be deceived by the word recovery. In fact, I was talking to a doctor, who's also an author. He'll be on my podcast soon. But he basically said, I agree that rebuilding your life with stroke is more accurate than using the word recovery with stroke. I don't think anybody, here's part of spin on stroke. We've been given a second chance to rebuild our life better than it was before. I am definitely a better person after a stroke than it was before, no doubt. I'm able to rebuild my life after stroke, and I'm able to rebuild it the way I want. Sherry Patterson out there says the same thing. She knows that she's a better person from stroke. Yeah, it's like yeah, like it's coming from Sherry Patterson. Bob, her husband, and Rebecca, Sherry and I are good friends. Bubba and Rebecca both stayed by her side, and for that, Sherry and I want to say thank you. We're so blessed because you're here. So thank you to Bubba and Rebecca. I don't know about you, but the ripple effect of strokes, I have pretty much lost all my friends, everybody. Like I told you earlier, Rebecca is the only one that's been around and stayed by my side faithfully. So as we go through the journey of stroke, remember there's a ripple effect. Don't just be selfish and think of yourself. Remember to pause and say thank you and be grateful to the people that are affected by the ripple of your stroke. I want you to say thank you today to the spouses, to the children, to the friends, the family that's still there. Just pause and just say thank you. Sherry, amen to that. Sherry says amen to that. I'm going to visit. Sherry, thank you for being out there. I appreciate it all. I want to say, keep fighting. There's one thing, we're already out of time, but there's one thing I would like to say that is a inspirational. I absolutely love. I think it's searching. I want to end with this comment. Victory is certain, for the stroke survivor doesn't stop fighting. Victory is certain, for the stroke survivor that doesn't stop trying to rebuild their life. If you want to stop moving forward in progress, if you want your life to stay always the same, every day, stop trying. But if you want to rebuild your life, which is possible through the power of neuroplasticity, I say we on purpose because I'm just guilty. We have got to get off our rears and put the hard work in. Do therapy several times a day. Really, really try. And I'm going to be launching a side segment where I'm really, really going to try to physically do it. I'm going to do it. My therapist all through the week, document my improvements on camera for you to see. And because I think what you will see, as I have seen, that we only get better. Our victory is only certain if we don't stop trying to do our therapy, get better. So I want to encourage you, if you're out there and you're frustrated where you're at, change it. Yeah, I was going to find an inspirational quote that I got from the world famous Grant Cardone. He's a celebrity. Grant Cardone said, you can't change. Things will not change unless you change. So many times we don't do anything and then we frustrate where we're at. Well, guess what? It's because we're not doing anything. And I'm guilty of that. And that's why I want to start the new segment. But, don't stop trying. I can guarantee you. If you put an extra effort starting it today, and you'll be betting your life at the start. That means you work your left hand, your right hand, whatever, work your fettered hand. I'll work on my speech, whatever it is. You might begin to see slight changes. In fact, there's a brother out there, true brother, named Anthony, that was in a wheelchair like me. He said he would never walk again. Guess what? He's walking again. And how come he's walking? He just magically recovered? No. It's because he put in hard work and long hours and learned to walk again. Guess what? He's walking again. Another example, Scott. My brother Scott in Georgia. He was told he would never drive again. But guess what? He's driving again. Don't believe it. Don't believe your own mind. Don't believe your own stuff that's going on in your mind. It tells you can't make it better. You can. And again, I'm going to close with the victory is certain for the stroke survivor does stop trying. I'm going to say that one more time. Victory is certain for the stroke survivor does stop trying. I mean, that really is so true. If we don't ever stop trying, we will improve. So I want everybody, I'll put my email down below here. If you see it go across the banner, email me and let me know what you have to say. If you want to talk with me, I'll be happy to schedule a meeting with you. Email me and let me know. Reach out to me. I'm here for you. I want to thank all you, everyone, for watching, taking your time and watching this video. Sherry, thank you for being out there. Let me know what we can do. Stroke TV is here to help you. We're here to instill a sense of community because we stroke survivors are one worldwide. And if we learn to unite, I have a vision of uniting all stroke survivors around the world. We are warriors. We will make it. And victory is certain for the stroke survivor. Don't stop trying. Everybody keep it on. Starting today, start rebuilding your life after stroke. It's your responsibility. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.